Being ambassador to China can be a rough and tumble job. One ambassador had to deal with the fallout after a U.S. spy plane made an emergency landing in China. It was damaged in a collision with a Chinese jet fighter. 10 years ago, the Beijing embassy was attacked after NATO warplanes in Serbia accidentally fired on the Chinese embassy in Belgrade, killing 3 Chinese. U.S. Ambassador James Sasser was trapped inside during the several-day siege. But barring such diplomatic fireworks, the biggest issue will be the economy.
As China's trade expands with the U.S. and the U.S. trade expands with China, there are numerous trade frictions there.
Secretary of State Hillary Clinton recently visited China and made it clear that while human rights remains on the table, the economy dominates the relationship.
We want China to grow.
And a higher standard can help U.S. companies. Both Ford and GM manufacture and sell in China, both major players in what will soon be the world's largest car market. And in this year of recession, China's economy is up 6% in the first quarter. China also holds $1 trillion in U.S. debt and has signaled that it may buy more, in essence, giving the U.S. loans that will help fuel U.S. stimulus plans. The Utah governor speaks Mandarin, and the Chinese will appreciate that. But the language they favor these days is talk of trade and money, and a respect for the influence that economic success is buying them in the rest of the world. Barry Peterson, CBS News, Tokyo.
Joining us now from Washington with more on this and the week in politics in general is CBS News political analyst John Dickerson. John, always good to see you. Let's talk first about our potential new ambassador to China here. Is this a move by the Obama administration to remove a potential candidate in 2012, or is it a move to reach out to Republicans, or both?
It's both. President Obama has taken somebody who was considered, Huntsman was kind of outside of the Republican conservative pack, and he was kind of far down the road in terms of a race in 2012. Huntsman was going to announce a pack within the next couple of weeks. He had talked about strategy in terms of running in 2012. Obama has now moved him off the field, and President Obama hasn't had a lot of opportunities to reach out to Republicans since naming a few in his cabinet early on in his presidency, and so this is a new feather in his cap.
Next to Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House, who put herself in a very awkward position this week, as you know, when she said the CIA lied to her or misled her about waterboarding. Is this something that's over for the Speaker now, or does this continue?
It's not over for the Speaker. It continues, and she's really the only one who can get herself out of it. As one administration official put it, she's trying to untie a knot by pulling both ends of the rope, and she's got to back away from this big fight she took on with the CIA. She started to do that a little bit already, but she's also got to hope that another issue, maybe even the Huntsman nomination, blows her off the front pages, and maybe hopes also that in the summer, when Congress goes home for their recesses, that somehow she gets out of the news cycle, because she's still in a fix.
And the White House wants nothing to do with the issue.
The White House wants nothing to do with it. They basically say for the moment she's got to rescue herself. They do need her someday, though, because there is an agenda the president's trying to put forward, and she's a very powerful inside player. But they don't want it. They can't get in the middle of this fight, and she's going to have to do it herself.
All right, John Dickerson joining us from Washington. John, as always, thank you.
Thank you.